What's going on, guys? It's a pleasure to see you all. So today's video is going to all be about, today's video is going to be about this right here, along with a couple of other options. But guys, I wanted to share this with you because I'm kind of proud of it. This is the new Roja Parfum Bergdorf Goodman exclusive. You're getting to see the bottle here before anyone does. Check this out. It is insane. And I cannot wait to tell you all about it. It's the newest fragrance from Roja. Well, it's the newest Bergdorf Goodman exclusive from the brand Roja Parfum. It will be released this year in December when Roja comes into town. I think he's going to be in the building December 7th, and he'll be signing these bottles. We're only getting 100 of this fragrance. After that 100 is sold, it'll never be sold again. So I wanted to share this with you because, guys, I can't wait. It's going to be an absolutely amazing opportunity to get a really, really beautiful, very, very, very hard to find perfume. Again, once these are done, they're done. So, you know, every year Roja creates a new fragrance for his event that he does at Bergdorf Goodman. Bergdorf Goodman is one of the most important stores in the Roja Parfum distribution setup. So yeah, wanted to talk to you about this, along with a couple of other options. I'll let you see them now. These right here. And an oldie but goodie, something I've been talking about, but I'm going to talk about it again because I really love it, and this is the time of year for it. But before we go into any of that, what's going on, guys? I'm Elaton the Scent God, and this is Simply Put Scents. And on this channel, we talk about some of the best and worst fragrances on the market today. Guys, I'm not an influencer, but I love to share my passion. I'm not all about trying to get you all to buy fragrances that everyone talks about and knows about. I like to put you on the things that people kind of ignore, or scents that fall through the cracks but shouldn't. So it's my goal to not influence you, but to share my passion of fragrances with you, and hopefully we can enjoy this fragrance journey together. So it's a pleasure. Thank you all for coming through. I'm very, very grateful for your time. And so, yeah, let's get into it. So backstory, Roja Parfum. I was chatting with one of the execs that works for Parfum, Roja's distributor in the US and I believe in Europe. And I was chatting with one of the executives for the brand who saw me at Bergdorf's, knows that I am the fragrance nerd that I am. Literally, she said to me, Elaton, quick question. We're all trying to figure out what we are going to make this year for Bergdorf Goodman as the exclusive for Roja. What do you think we should do? And what I should have said was, well, let's have a discussion. I'd love to talk to you about the ideas I have over dinner or over lunch, or let's grab a coffee and discuss it. The benefit of doing that is for me to negotiate what compensation I would be able to receive if the idea that I shared with them is the idea that they ultimately went with. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. And always remember, guys, if anything ever happens where you're sharing an idea that's unique and original, that hasn't been done before, don't give it away. Make people earn your idea. So I did the wrong thing. I gave my idea out. I said, you know what? I do have an amazing option, amazing idea. Roja is a British perfumer. The British culture is all about tea. Roja has never done a tea fragrance, but what Roja should do is a tea fragrance with a bunch of dark, bassy notes in the dry down to make it a little bit interesting. So a dark, thick tea fragrance, but the main focus is tea. Guess what? They loved the idea. She was like, oh my God, That's it right there. And I'm thinking to myself, damn it. But I'm not too upset. Literally months later, I smelled this fragrance's, I guess you could say I smelled the mod of this fragrance. What it would be, and I gotta tell you, today is the first day that I'm actually gonna spray this on my skin. Haven't done it yet. I smelled the mock-up. The mock-up and this are not the same. I really feel like they went back to the lab and added a few things, fiddled with this bottle a little bit, the perfume I should say, and I really like the way it smells on paper. But right now, I'm about to put it on skin and let you all know what it's doing. So let's get into this, guys. As always, the sprayer is like no other. Oh. Oh, okay. This is better than the mock-up that I smelled. I smelled basically I guess you could say before they complete a bottle, before they complete a finished product, they do what they call mods. And mods are kind of like iterations of a formula. So you can decide which iteration is the best for the release you want to make. So this is not what I smelled before. This is a lot better. Oh man. Okay, so what is in this new Bergdorf Goodman 2024 exclusive by Roja Parfum? Bergamot, grapefruit, lemon caviar, lemon petit grain, basil, your top notes. Insanity. And the fruit in this is alive. I am absolutely blown away by the fruitiness that Roja is using in his formulas lately. They are absolutely thick, juicy, and they're insanely natural. Like the grapefruit, the bergamot, the basil, that greenness in the opening is so beautiful, so refreshing. Another fragrance I want to bite myself when wearing. Like, this is great, bro. This is, and ladies, like, this is insane. Now, the heart note, tea, mate, black currant, fig, rose, orange blossom, violet, new mown hay. So there's hay in this fragrance. And I love how they describe it as newly mown. So that's kind of fascinating. But in the mid, you get, again, fruit in the form of black currant and fig. Wow. Base notes, black pepper, nutmeg, saffron, cedarwood, guyakwood, vanilla, cacao, leather, and amber. My inspiration was a fragrance from Atelier Cologne called Camellia Entrepide, a fragrance that was discontinued. Finally, it came back with Atelier Cologne's new direction. But I always loved that leathery tea scent. And I thought it would be an amazing experience if Roja would have made something in that world. Tea, dark, different, beautiful. And they did it. They did it. You're seeing it here first, guys. The new Bergdorf Goodman by Roja Parfum 2024. It is beautiful. It is insanity. It's really beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. It's not... It's again in that new Roja vibe of focusing on new money, not old money, but I can very much see anyone and everyone wearing it. If you are a Roja maximalist, if you're someone who is used to Roja's experiences being a certain way, this is a departure. This is not what you're going to be used to. But I honestly think this is so beautiful, so well done. And if you're someone who loves the Roja brand and you're looking for his first tea scent, I think he's done one before, but nothing like this. This is absolutely next level. Check out the newly colored crystal. It's lilac, to meet and match the color of the bottle and the color of the Bergdorf Goodman brand color, that lilac. I'm a huge fan, guys. Like, I cannot get over it. They literally were inspired by my idea, and months later, they produced my idea, and it's beautiful, and I'm blown away. I wish I had samples to offer. I really do. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I had nothing to do with the formulation, of course. I did share my opinion when I smelled the mod. I thought it was a little too light. This smells a lot thicker than that mod. So impressed by that. Oh man, it's just beautiful. If you're someone who loves that Burlington 1819, that fresh citrusy vibe, you're gonna like it. It's really, really good. It's fresh with the depth and darkness at the same time, just as I wished it would be and hoped it would be. They executed it beautifully. I am enjoying it. I'm gonna keep smelling it as we discuss tonight, but man, the amazing Roja Parfum created an amazing take on a tea scent with dark leathery notes and vanilla. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's tea, it's beautiful. I definitely get that leathery component as well. I can't wait for you all to smell it. I think a very few people will be able to, because of the fact that this fragrance it's going to be very limited in its distribution. It's only going to be available at Bergdorf. We're only getting 100 bottles. And once they're done, they're done. So, had to share this with you, a collector's item that's about to do damage. It's going to be talked about. The Purple Cap Facebook page or Facebook group is going to definitely talk about this. And I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be very, very happy. It's wearable. It's lovely. It's interesting. It doesn't smell like other things. It's amazing. So, had to put you on to this. I'm so glad they actually listened to me. Definitely shows that I have a career in creative directing, because honestly, I have a future in creative directing because honestly, this is not the first fragrance that I inspired in terms of like how it would be created and the idea and concept. This is like the second or third fragrance that I helped a fragrance brand conceive of, and I'm very, very happy with how this came out. I better get a bottle, I know that much. Anyway, guys, the next fragrance I wanted to talk to you all about is a scent that you've definitely smelled before. Well, I've talked about before, but you've probably not smelled it. This is from the brand Loewe. It's called Paula's Ibiza Cosmic. Paula Ibiza is a collaboration with Loewe, and the name of the brand and the name of the fragrance is called Cosmic. Look at this sick gradient bottle. It looked like sunshine at dawn or dusk. It actually looks like the sun setting. It's so good. And guys, when you smell this, it's like, how is this not Instagram and Facebook and TikTok famous? How is this not all over YouTube? How come no one is talking about this? Why, guys? Why? I don't understand it. It is an amazing experience of vanilla. Like, this vanilla is so good and so different from vanillas you're used to. Why? Because this vanilla features mango. It is a fruity vanilla. It is sweet, but not a toothache. It is thick, but not too thick. It is absolutely beautiful. It has notes of amber, cedarwood, coconut, cypress, resin, mango, pear. By the way, pear is in so many Loewe fragrances. I feel like it's their fruit of choice when it comes to what they put in their fragrances. I noticed that a lot of fragrances from Loewe feature pear. It also has Spanish cistus and sandalwood. Creamy, very, very creamy. The vanilla and the sandalwood work really, really well together, and the coconut in the vanilla and the sandalwood work even better together. The mango is insane. The pear is very, very beautiful. A very fruity, very, very high, well, it's a designer fragrance, and it smells way more expensive than most designer fragrances. I'm gonna put it to you like that. Like, if I had to compare this to Y Parfum or Y or myself Parfum or myself Eau de Parfum, none of those can touch this. They all smell like everything you smelled before, like a shampoo for men. This is not shampoo. This is a sick vanilla. If you're under 30 and you love vanilla, get your nose on this. If you're over 30 and you want a playful fragrance that's easy to wear, that's just beautiful for the colder months ahead, get your nose on Cosmic. It's not readily available in many places. This fragrance is not the easiest to find. You can, of course, get it at Bergdorf Goodman. You can always get it from me, but I just feel like this fragrance is just absolutely beautiful, easy to wear, very, very easy to compliment as well. I don't give a crap about compliments. To be honest with you, I'd rather challenge you than make you happy when you smell me. So, but this isn't what I would describe as challenging. If you're someone who loves vanilla, but you're looking for a vanilla that's unexpected, definitely consider smelling this. If you can find a place that offers Loewe fragrances, I would definitely consider it. It's amazing. And I went from a $1,000 fragrance to a $160 fragrance. This fragrance is $160. It's one of the best fragrances. One of the fragrances that, let's put it like this. It's one of my favorite options. If I had to choose perfumes under $200, which I'm about to do a video on, my favorite fragrances at Bergdorf Goodman under $200, this is definitely on that list. I'm gonna let you know right now. So heads up, you're gonna see this later. One of the best fragrances you can get for under $200 if you're a fan of vanilla and you're looking for something interesting, attractive, decent performance and longevity, anywhere from 6 to 7 hours, and it does project. Beautiful fragrance. Have to put you on to this. Paula's Ibiza. It's called Cosmic from Loewe. Get your nose on this, guys. It's a hidden gem. It is absolutely beautiful. It should not be this hard to find and this difficult to smell. It shouldn't be this undercover. It should be a lot more popular. But good for you, it's not. You'll smell very, very unique in the room. So I had to put you on to that, which I've talked about a couple of times, but it's the perfect time to wear Cosmic from Loewe. Now, the next and the final two fragrances that I wanted to talk to you all about are right here. Oh my. So this is Mentor, this is Prodigy. Mentor, Prodigy. Get your nose on these also. Mind Games is like the new Parfum de Marly, in my opinion. The new, definitely in that world, Parfum de Marly. Not as expensive, but easy to like, easy to wear formulas that smell approachable, that are not too weird, that are not hard to understand. They do have a lot of approachable fragrances that are just elevated and absolutely easy to love and appreciate. There are a couple in that collection of fragrances of now 22 bottles that they created. These are the 21st and 22nd scents from the collection. Crazy thing is, they came out with 22 perfumes within the last 2.5 years. So they've been on literally on a roll. But these two fragrances are insanity, in my opinion. They're absolutely beautiful. And they're very, very easy to wear and easy to like and easy to understand. You don't have to be a niche snob to understand and appreciate these two. Actually, a lot of niche snobs will smell this and think, I don't want those. I don't like those. This is not a niche snob's options. Unless they're fans of fragrances they could just wear and leave and not have to think too much, Like, these are perfect grab-and-go fragrances in the months ahead. They're really, really beautiful. Now, I'll start with Prodigy. Prodigy is amazingly done. It has bergamot, cinnamon, rose milk, longoza, milk coffee, patchouli, blonde woods, sandalwood, and vanilla. So, rose absolute, cardamom, bergamot. You know what? I swear, notes from Fragrantica and Parfumo can be so all over the place. I'm just going to focus on what the brand says. So Prodigy features rose absolute in the top along with cardamom and bergamot. In the mid, you have patchouli, creamy cafe latte, longaza flower. Dry in the base notes, we have sandalwood, vanilla, blonde woods. A very, very beautiful scent. I find that this fragrance is kind of musky and clean, but there's a lot of warmth here and a lot of lovely rose. And the rose in this fragrance isn't all about the petal. It is essentially a rose fragrance with coffee notes. It's a lot going on, but there's complexity here. There's a unique style here. It does come across familiar. It does remind you of something you smelled, but it doesn't smell like something else per se, which is very, very cool. So I'm a huge fan of Prodigy. I have a hard time deciding which one of these I like more between Mentor and Prodigy, but Prodigy is absolutely like winning me over. I love the lactonic nature of the scent. I love that milky quality. I love the coffee. I love the cinnamon. I love the cardamom. I just think this fragrance is just very well done. A fragrance that I think a lot of people are going to be annoyed at the price, but when you smell it, you might just say, you know what? I'll consider it because it just smells absolutely beautiful. A very, very easy to wear fragrance. Day or night, man or woman, it doesn't matter. It's perfectly gender neutral. Does it smell handsome or pretty? Love it. So, had to talk to you about Prodigy and now Mentor. Mentor is crazy. Salted caramel, Italian lemon, dark plum, that's your top. The mid notes, amber, coffee, creme de cassis. 2 fragrances featuring coffee. I could really smell the coffee in Prodigy though. And going on with Mentor, there's also creme de cassis, which I find fascinating. It also has boya oud, sandalwood, and tonka bean. This fragrance says that there's oud in it. I don't smell that oud. I really don't smell that oud. If there's oud in here, it's very, very minimal. I wouldn't think there's nothing animalic about this fragrance. Actually, if it were more animalic, I think I'd like it a lot more. But it's a very, very beautiful, deep fragrance. The caramel in this fragrance is very realistic. It hits your nose as soon as you spray it because, of course, it's in the opening. But the caramel in this fragrance smells absolutely like caramel. It's mind-blowing how beautiful and realistic this fragrance smells. Like, it reminds me of caramel. Like, I want to bite this. The caramel coffee sandalwood vibe is insanity. There, again, is no oud in this fragrance. I don't detect it. I don't notice it. If there is oud in there, it's not noticeable in my opinion whatsoever. So don't be nervous if you're someone who's not a fan of oud. I don't even know why this company likes to promote things that I don't notice, but they promote the fact that there's boya oud and amber in this, and yeah. To me, if you're going to promote there's oud in a fragrance, you should smell the oud, you know? This is definitely more Western in its style. Not my favorite type of oud, to be honest with you. Very, very simple, very simplistic. For people who just, want to hear it's for people who've never smelled oud before, but this is an oud that a lot of people could wear without feeling like, ugh, I'm smelling like a barn, you know what I mean? So this is not oudy, but it's nice. Very, very, very good. Actually, this is not nice. It's very attractive, but I don't notice the oud in the fragrance, which I'm kind of disappointed by, to be honest. But if I didn't know there was no oud in this fragrance, or if they didn't promote the word oud in this scent, I would think that it's absolutely beautiful. I do feel like I'm leaning more towards Prodigy over Mentor the more I smell them. When I first smelled them, I thought this was awesome. Now I'm kind of falling into this one. I really, really like the way this smells. The white bottle definitely makes you feel like this is going to be fresh, because in the brand Mind Games, the fresher fragrances are in the whiter presentation. The darker, deeper fragrances are in the black presentation. However, this could easily be on the black side of the chessboard easily, because it doesn't smell fresh. There's a freshness there, but it's a lot deeper and darker than you would expect from a scent like this. So anyway, 2 excellent fragrances from the brand Mind Games. Definitely leaning toward this one more than the other. I just think it's absolutely amazing. I love cardamom and fragrances. The coffee is next level. It's creamy, it's beautiful. It's amazing. I could easily wear this 4 out of 4 seasons, especially in the summer night, evening. I could get away with this. 2 really beautiful fragrances from Mind Games for people who want to smell amazing but not but not too particular, not too niche. You know, they're niche in terms of their price, they're niche in terms of their overall ingredient quality, but I wouldn't say they're niche in terms of like interesting. They smell good, but they're not what I would describe as interesting fragrances. I do feel like this is very interesting. I don't think these are interesting, except this one could be. This one is definitely piquing my interest. So yeah, guys, I wanted to share with you a couple of fragrances that I'm so excited that we have in Bergdorf Goodman. I'm really, really blown away by that Roja. Just saying, that Roja is like, whoa, can't believe they did that. Absolutely grateful that they listened to my point. What's going on, Jason? Thank you so much for coming through and checking out this live. I really appreciate you, my man. Future creative director in the making. I wish. But thank you so much, Jason. So yeah, I really, really, really find these to be amazing. I cannot wait for more people to get their nose on this one right here because it's just gonna do awesome. What is the price? So I believe this fragrance is gonna be around $1,000. You're paying for the exclusivity. I'm letting you know. You're paying for the exclusivity. You're paying for beautiful. This is just a very beautiful scent. It's a one of one, you know. It's a one of one. And it's really nice. It's really nice. This isn't like a basic fresh scent, but it definitely leans fresh and it gets warmer and warmer and warmer as the fragrance lives on you. I can smell that herbal nature of tea in this scent. I can definitely, it's almost like a tea bag. I'm a huge fan. I really, really like this scent. Matter of fact, let's go. Now, one of the things that I find when wearing Roja, you don't want to spray over here. You want to spray really close because this sprayer diffuses like a fog machine. And I feel like a lot of people find that Roja fragrances are a lot lighter than they could be depending on how you spray it. So because of this very, very like fog machine sprayer, get close. That way the scent will stick on you a lot longer and won't easily dissipate or evaporate off your skin. So when you wear a Roja fragrance, especially the ones with these insane sprayers, get up there, get all in there, get in that ear, you know, spray your scent. It's gonna stick on you a lot longer than you might think. So yeah, had to put you onto this. I am so excited. Can I get your signature on a Roja bottle? Absolutely, Jason, but that's hilarious. Well, he's gonna be signing it on the 7th, so if you want me to like put an E on the bottom, let me know. I'm just joking. I had nothing to do with the perfumer who made this. I mean, I basically just shared a concept and they took it from there and it's excellent. It's beautiful. I'm very impressed. I cannot wait for more and more people to smell this. If you're in New York, please come through. I would love to show you around. And again, you all know, I love to offer experiences here at Bergdorf. You support me. I take really good care of you. And here is my number. I always share it. I think in this room, you'll be able to see my card a lot better. So 929-316-6315. This is my card. You can always text me. Better to text me or call me, you know. I might not always pick up your call depending on if I'm busy, but you can always reach out to me at my work number. Text me if you want. I'd love to hear from you all. I'd love to basically answer any questions you might have. I'm like your Fragrantica that talks back, that actually has like good takes, unlike the stupid reviews that you read there on that website. So if you want someone who can give you some really good feedback, use that number whenever you want. It's my honor and pleasure to be of service and to help my audience. So I wanted to thank you all again. So to my next video, I think I'm gonna be talking about some of my favorite under $200 bottles in Bergdorf Goodman. A lot of people have this idea that the store only only sells really expensive things. You don't have to spend a crap load of money to smell like you did. I'm not someone who likes to peddle the most expensive things. However, I do feel like for those who can afford certain things, I do feel like a lot of these perfumes are worth the consideration. If you cannot afford it, but I always say budget, you know, save a few dollars here, a few dollars there, and wait for a really good sale, and you can have a lot of the fragrances you think would not be available to you. That's like my advice. Before I had, you know, the disposable income to buy the scents that I wanted, I budgeted, and I did a really good job of putting money aside and saving a few dollars here and there until until I got the scent that I wanted. And I didn't take shorts. I didn't I guess you could say I didn't conform or settle for, you know, for quantity over quality. I'm all about quality these days. I don't need about 5 bottles of Terent when I can have 1 bottle of something special. So that's just my mindset. Not everyone has to think that way, but I definitely feel that the brand Roja is absolutely destroying me. They are doing things that are really awesome, but a lot of people are not going to appreciate it because they're not weird anymore. Roja doesn't make weird fragrances at this moment. Like he's in his wearable bag right now, you know? And this is a very wearable fragrance, a very easy to love scent. You don't have to be a person that likes, like, you know, cumin to understand this. But you definitely have to have money to understand this. Because not everybody is going to want to buy a bottle like this, but honestly, I love it. And also, a bottle like this will go up in price because not only does it smell good, not only is it exclusive, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a sought-after collector's item from the Roja brand. It's amazing. It's amazing. The spring and the summer is going to be like, if you get this and you wear this in the spring and the summer, you're gonna be that person in the room, and you should be the way that shit goes. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so guys, I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm about to get the heck out of here. The store's about to close, but again, thank you so much. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, your evening. I hope your dinner is amazing. We're all going through a really interesting time in our country right now. But I gotta say, I'm really excited for the future of our nation, regardless of the stuff that's happening. You know what I mean? There's a lot of division, but we'll get through it, guys. All right? So thank you so much. I hope you all having an amazing rest of your day, and look forward to serving you and look forward to seeing you in the next video. So have a blessed one. I'll speak to you soon. I'm Alayton, the Scent God, and this is Simply Put Scent. And I'm simply OUT, guys. Peace.